101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Take over.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And goal to go.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hill. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's got this one completed to Mims. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman.
Darnold's pass.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold on first down. Able to connect with Mims. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
First and goal.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Again, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be second and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Darnold to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's third and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. Escaping the... And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
Oh, yeah!
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because That signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for us.
A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Hill. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Hill's pass intended for Emmanuel Sanders.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Jets 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Makes the score Jets 17, Saints nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
Intercepted by the Jets.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's score. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Hill gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete to Chris Herndon.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Sam Darnold sacked.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third. Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Hill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some...
That is caught. Tre'Quan Smith. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Alonso looked at the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was maybe that? They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the return, Harris. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. First throw now for the backup Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is Hill. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Alvin Kamara, Pro Bowler in all 3 of his NFL seasons. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara.
Have some of this!
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Lutz with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st down, Darnold. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
New York.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
To the air again, Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Hill over the middle to Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Operating from the gun, Hill. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second and goal.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Breeze to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Jets, 17.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
43-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Darnold now to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. His pass caught at the 4.
Complete.
That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Darnold. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hand steam ready.
No doubt about it.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
24.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off of play action, Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Hill's trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake, Hill. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Moore. And look at this. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Darnold. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gore. And just no